approve restrictions on the sweetened beverage tax.
That is after city council members and community organizers say they want to make sure that the money is being used for the original intended purpose. Jamie Tompkins is here with more from the council and the mayor's reaction tonight. Jamie, it seems like nobody's seen eye to eye on this one.
No, they definitely are not. The sweetened beverage tax was designed to cut down on the consumption of sugary drinks like soda and use the funds to help local families by expanding access to healthy foods and early learning programs. Council members say today's bill makes sure that the money goes towards the programs it was intended for and not other priorities through the city's general fund.
We should dedicate this money as intended to sweetened beverage tax, and we should also continue to fully fund human services. And if the mayor sends a budget that does provide cuts to that, I will work as hard as I can with my colleagues to restore and potentially increase funding for human services.
By a 7-to-1 vote, the council passed legislation that will require extra revenue from the city's tax on sugary sweetened beverages be used to increase funding for healthy food and education assistance programs in communities that are hardest hit by the tax. Now, we heard from members of the Community Advisory Board who talked about the original intentions of this tax and their concerns.
The Community Advisory Board is really committed to ensuring that the revenues are invested in expanding access to healthy foods and to other programs in early childhood education, new programs and expanded programs. That's the intent of the legislation. That was what was promised to community when this tax was adopted.
But Mayor Jenny Durkin says she's disappointed by the City Council's vote to pass this legislation. She says it creates a significant hole in the city's budget and cuts funding for critical low-income programs. She says despite voting for the funding last year, the City's Council's plan now cuts funding committed to programs like nutrition assistance, child care for struggling families, and nursing care for low-income pregnant women without identifying the millions in other funds or cuts that are needed to continue these services. Now, Mayor Durkin says that she will plan to veto this bill in the coming days, so we'll just have to wait and see.
All right, Jamie. Thank you. Well, we're tracking some cooler air.